Hi friends of Jubilee Plus, welcome to this week's Monday Mercy. It'll come as no surprise to any of you who follow Monday Mercy that my favourite line from any hymn is "'Tis mercy all, immense and free, for oh my God, it found out me." But there's another verse in a hymn that I really love. I actually don't even know what hymn this is from, but I really love this verse and I want to read it to you. It's, "Oh to grace, how great a debtor daily I'm constrained to be. Let that grace now like a fetter bind my wandering heart to thee. Prone to wander, Lord, I feel it. Prone to leave the God I love. Take my heart, oh take and seal it from thy courts above." And the reason I love it is because it's so honest. It's so honest that though we love Jesus, our hearts can be prone to wander away from him. I know in my own life that there are times where I almost despair at how quickly my heart can become lukewarm, how easily I can be distracted. Sometimes I'm distracted by good things, godly things, even the call of God on my life and the different areas and ways in which he's called me to serve him. But sometimes it's the lure of things that are sinful and wrong. And I just think it's really healthy to reflect on the state of our hearts and the fact that they fluctuate. Mine does for sure. There are days when I'm like, Jesus, I love you. I want to serve you with all my heart, all my soul, all my mind, all my strength. You have all of me. And my whole life is all about you. It's all for you. And then there are days where I'm like, prayer feels like a slog and I don't know if I can be bothered and, I just don't feel in the mood. And do you know, my heart left to its own devices can so easily be prone to wander. But one of the real joys to me of the last year has been seeing how Jesus changes me. I don't know about you. I don't know if you ever do things like this, but at the start of the year, I made a list of all the ways God has changed me or is changing me in the last year, in 2022. And I found that actually it was a pretty long list in the end. I think I got like 13 things on it or something. And some of them are like just day-to-day things, like I've stopped snoozing my alarm clock. I mean, that is incredible. It might sound like, you might think, well, come on, Nat, you're not a teenager, get a life. But do you know what? It's a almost 30-year habit where I've snoozed my alarm every morning. And actually, until about a year ago, I was setting 4 alarms a day and snoozing them for at least an hour every day. And I just told people, I'm not a morning person. I'm a night owl. My brain kicks in at about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I do my best work in the afternoon and evening. But do you know what? Learning to get up at the first alarm has been like a revelation to me. Now, like I say, it might sound silly to you, but it's been life-changing for me. Genuinely. My favourite time of the day is now between 6 and 9 a.m. and I almost can't believe I'm saying that to you. Some of my friends would say, have you been abducted by aliens, Nat? But I've changed. Jesus has changed me. The same power that raised Jesus from the dead is at work in me. More significantly than that, though, I've seen how he's taken my heart, which has, to be honest with you, always felt prone to wander, prone to leave the God I love. I love him, but still, nevertheless, prone to wander. And he's changed it, and he's making it a heart that instead is prone to wonder, prone to marvel, prone to be astonished beyond measure at his work in my life. And it's such a joy to me. And then I think about what a joy it is to him, and that brings more joy to me. And I love the fact that God's joy, Jesus' joy, and my joy are tied together. They're bound together. Jesus rejoices over me and takes joy in me. God rejoices over me with singing. I bring him joy, and knowing that brings me such astonishing joy. And then I guess the joy I have brings him more joy, and we're kind of caught in this beautiful joy loop. I love the fact that he can take our hearts that are prone to wander. We're frail, we're feeble, we're weak-willed sometimes. Sometimes the spirit is willing, but the flesh is so weak. Our hearts can grow lukewarm, but Jesus can take those lukewarm hearts and he can change them from being prone to wander to being prone to wonder. Have a good week.